Hello everyone, for those who are new, my name is Ashley. I'm majoring in translation at Glendon, and I am one of the Glendon eAmbassadors for the 2020-2021 school year.
Hi, today I'm going to be talking to you guys about the perks of being bilingual or multilingual. So this could be helpful if you are on the fence about whether or not you should go to a school that has language perks, or this could be helpful if you're deciding whether or not to learn a language or to put your kids in maybe French immersion, core French, whatever you want to put them in. So we're just going to list some perks.
So my first big point on this topic would be the job opportunities. There are so many jobs out there that require bilingualism, or there are so many jobs that are just so much easier to get because of bilingualism. I cannot tell you guys how many positions I've obtained because I spoke both French and English. For example, I think like this summer, this is gonna be my third summer in a row working full-time, like 9 to 5 in an office. I mean, I don't know about you guys, but I think that's amazing.
That's good for your brain and your memory. And I learned this all the time in psychology, but it's very good for your brain power. It reduces your chances of having Alzheimer's. I don't know if that's true. And it's just good for your brain. You're using different parts of your brain, you're activating your brain, stimulating your brain.
Another advantage of being able to speak more than a language would definitely be the ease to travel.
Next one. It's easier to learn a third language if you have that background. So for example, I knew English and French, and learning Spanish was so much easier because it's somewhat similar to French, like the way that verbs are treated and stuff like that we don't really do in English as prominently.
You know, every country has speaks certain languages, and that's totally fine. I just mean when you go to another country, if you're able to speak more than one language, it's a lot easier for you to communicate with the people from like other countries, and that actually just completely improves your social life just altogether.
The next one is that it's helpful for you to better understand or appreciate the culture. So if you're learning a language and you do learn a little bit about the culture that comes with it. For example, when I was learning Spanish in high school, we went on field trips to learn about traditional Spanish dances, and there we ate traditionally Spanish foods. Very good to broaden my understanding of the culture.
And for a very, subtle little bonus point, if you're bilingual, it's usually seen as very attractive.
Next one is that's good for emergencies. Say you're traveling to a country far, far away, and you are in an emergency and you need serious help. You don't know how to get it because you do not speak the language, or you decide to pee. That's where knowing other languages comes in handy.
Other opportunities that I've gotten personally as a French and English speaker would be when I was 15, and I think this is actually my first job ever. At 15, I was offered a position as a translator. Then at 17, in the summer of 2020, I was given the chance to translate an entire book.
The last one I had is that it's helpful to bond with people or a good conversation starter. I know this one's kind of a stretch, but if you go somewhere and you're like, oh yeah, I speak Spanish, and someone else is like, I speak Spanish too, that kicks things off. No reason to not learn a language. It is easily accessible. There are amazing apps like Duolingo and Babbel. Anyway, there are lots of amazing apps for you to learn languages, and there are lots of amazing resources out there.
So that's all for today, but thank you so much for listening, and make sure to tune in for next week's video.